So from seniors, we go back to juniors once again. Race number 12 of the weekend in terms of X30 Junior. This will now be their 7th heat. It'll be their 6th heat, rather. My apologies. This is for groups D and E. Currently, we're looking at the 184 there. Alessandro Piquet. That's the Zanardi logo. So I'm pretty sure you can work out what chassis he races on if you hadn't already. The 182. Starting on inside of row 11. Rico Salmanaltio. That's a look at the last corner. You see the rubber going down as they exit the last corner there. Who are we looking at now? Back to the pre-grid. Mechanics have already left the track. It's the 182, still Riku Salmanaltio we were looking at. But there's the green flag, and I think this is the perfect time to now run through the grid. Delano Van Hoff is going to be on pole position. Sami Megatunif alongside Quentin Duard and Alessandro Serranetti are on row 2. Ali Akabi raced very well on in the first heat. He's on row 3 alongside Konstantin Reich. Then it's Jasin Ferrati and Daniel Traeger on row 4. Valon Janssen and Cesar Christiansen are row 5. Then it's Xavier Hansayem and Evan Millet. 2 drivers to watch out for. Very good row 6, that one, judging by, well, of course, form this year and just by the first heats alone. Rashad Jarulis and Mattia Michelotto, row 7. Tyler Maxson and Vlad Lomko, row 8. Then it's Tom Leben and Alessio Flagione on row 9. Alexandra Piquet and Alexander Hartwig are on row 10. Rico Salmanaltio and Enzo Giuli on row 11. Enzo Giuli, not a good result in the first heat. Let's see what they told us from this one. Should be right up front, obviously, just struggling a bit so far this weekend. Alexander Bardas and Roman Tunan Garcia are row 12. Alexis Garcia and Senna Eckers row 13. Loris Kabiru and Tom Uzan are row 14. Joseph Brienza and Ioannis Lancis are row 15. Then it's Louis Morris and Miro Mela. And on the back row, Alex Kobe and Sergio Rodriguez. The 7 there, Sami Megatunif represented France in the CRK FIA Karting Academy Trophy and did very well, finished in the top 10 in the championship, went well when the championship came here as well. Delano Van Hoff, a new name to me, but clearly a very quick driver. Qualified 4th overall of the 134 entries, and we'll start all races from the front row. Pole for this one, Sami Megatunif alongside. Buard and Serranetti raced very well. He's going to be on row 2. Akabi, Reich, Ferrati, Traeger, Janssen, Christiansen. The top 10. 17 rows of drivers all together. On to the start-finish straight we go. Into the tram lines. Wait for the lights to go green. They go out now and we are away and racing down towards the first corner. Megatunif there was thinking about trying to challenge for the lead, but the driver who started on the outside of the front row is actually going to lose the place to Alessandro Serranetti as a bit of contact there coming out of the first corner. Evan Millet was involved in that. I think was an innocent victim, if anything, as leading the way. Delano Van Hoff. Second is Quentin Buard. I think Akabi is in 3rd place, and then 4th place is Serranetti. Megatunif is down in 5th at the moment. In 6th place looks to be Jasin Ferrati. And Ferrati now in 5th place, in fact, goes past Megatunif. Up ahead, Akabi's going to go through to 2nd place. Goes past Quentin Buard, going through the left-hander at the end of the back straight there, as onto the start-finish line. Leading the way is Fusion's Delano Van Hoff. Towards the first corner. Van Hoff running a little bit wide that time, invites some pressure from Akabi and Buard. Selenetti has lost 4th place to Jasin Ferrati. 6th place is Sami Megatunif. Then it's Xavier FeratiIAME behind that. Behind FeratiIAME looks to be Rashad Dejudis. Then it's Daniel Traeger and Evan Millet. Field very close together and almost side by side for the lead we were there. Ali Akabi trying to go past Delano Van Hoff, and Van Hoff says that is now time for me to defend, but Ali Akabi all the way round the outside. What a brilliant move that was. Best move of the day so far by Ali Akabi to go all the way round the outside at the left-hander. Delano Van Hoff over defending in the end, and Ali Akabi says let's just go round the outside, forget the inside. So 3rd place will still be Quentin Buard, 4th place Ferrati, and then in 5th place still Sami Megatunif, who was trying to convince Alessandro Selenetti and Xavier FeratiIAME to work together to catch the leaders. Basically saying, look what's going on ahead, we can catch those within half a lap if we work together, and that's exactly what's happened. Sami Megatunif now right with the lead queue, and there's more changes happening. That time it was the number 38, yes it was Quentin Buard who's gone through to 2nd place. So dropping away was Delano Van Hoff, who's actually dropped to 3rd place, was it? I think it was only as low as 3rd in the end. It could have been worse. I think Alessandro Selenetti was trying to get through, but he was in turn passed by Sami Megatunif and Jasin Ferrati. On the last lap, actually, Alessandro Selenetti has lost a couple more places though. Xavier FeratiIAME and Daniel Traeger both go past at the first quarter. So the top 10 is Akabi, Buard, Van Hoff, Megatunif, Ferrati, Selenetti, FeratiIAME, Daniel Traeger quickest on track. Then it is Dejudis and Reich rounding out the top 10 as they head down towards the left-hander. Change for lead maybe. Oh well, good defensive driving in the end. Ali Akabi came across the track there, driver from the UAE, just to cover off any attempts. There was some changing going on behind this 71. Xavier FeratiIAME involved in a battle there with let's just try and he's up to Xavier up to 5th place now, so has gone past Jasin Ferrati as they come across the start finish line. Daniel Traeger defending from Alessandro Selenetti in towards turn number 1, towards turn number 2, and a look over the shoulder there for new race leader Quentin Buard's gone past Ali Akabi. So the lead lasted a couple of laps, but it was that move that was even more impressive. Still very much in the lead fight. Sami Megatunif is there in 3rd place. Delano Van Hoff in 4th place. 5th place FeratiIAME. 6th place Ferrati. Any one of those 6 could win, and Alessandro Selenetti has done a good job to get back into 7th, sorry, and try and chase down the leaders, leaving the drivers in 8th and 9th to battle with each other in Traeger and Dejudis. As more changes between the lead group there, wasn't there? It's across the line, should be Buard in the lead still. Megatunif still 2nd, but 3rd place now Delano Van Hoff. FeratiIAME dropped a couple of positions. Akabi also dropping a couple of positions. So Ali Akabi was 2nd, now in 5th place with just 1 lap and 3/4 remaining. Under pressure as well in 5th place is the number 64. With Swiss driver Jasin Ferrati just behind. Dan Holland racing driver trying to get into the top 5. Has had a pretty good start to the weekend. Wants to continue that with a top 5 finish. And Quentin Buard defending there when perhaps it wasn't necessary. And Sami Megatunif now putting on the pressure. Down the back straight, Sami Megatunif, is he going to try and move behind Delano Van Hoff's trying a move? Xavier FeratiIAME trying a move as well. They're 3 across, and Xavier FeratiIAME takes the lead. Passes 3 drivers in 2 corners. Oh, and contact. Sami Megatunif spins. Well, it was almost into the path of 2 drivers. Megatunif has spun, and Delano Van Hoff has also spun as well. And Sami Megatunif did a good job just getting the car off the track safely in the end. Alessandro Selenetti has just made a move for 4th place at turn 2, but FeratiIAME round the outside at the left-hander at the end of the back straight on one driver, then into the right-hander, go straight past two drivers. That is now the move of the weekend so far. Quinten Bouard could still win this race though as they head onto the back straight for the last time. Jasin FeratiIAME now only one driver to defend from rather than about 7, with that little incident between Mega Tunif and Delano Van Hoff. Out the last corner though, the Belgian looks like he's going to win. Jasin FeratiIAME comes out the last corner, and that move very much worthy of a race win and a celebration. Jasin FeratiIAME takes the win in his second heat. Quinten Bouard finishes second place. Jasin Ferati will pick up third place. Alessandro Serenetti picks up fourth place. Artea Michelotto fifth. Rashad Dejudis sixth place. Ali Akabi finishes in seventh after sort of being involved in that instant. Right, here's the instant on the replay. Out the last corner. That's a racing instant. No one at fault there. Mega Tunif was on the inside, gave Van Hoff the room. Van Hoff trying to place the blame at Mega Tunif's door, but in my opinion they were both on the track. Mega Tunif was giving Van Hoff the space to still be on the outside, and that is just a racing instant. Two karts just making a little bit of contact, and if I'm honest, they were both unlucky that they didn't get away with that one. That could have just been a little bit of side-by-side contact and them carrying on with no harm done, but instead it ended up being a spin for both drivers. Both unlucky in my opinion, and now their weekends have just turned on their heads, because non-finish for Mega Tunif and a bad result for Delano Van Hoff will mean they're just fighting to be in that A final now. Jasin FeratiIAME, Quinten Bouard, Ferrati, Serenetti, Michelotto, Dejudis, Akabi, Tom Leben did well to finish 8th. Evan Millet's moved forward. Daniel Traeger moved forward to 10th. Alexander Bardas up the order as well to 11th. Then it was Garcia, Lomko, Kabiru, Sal, Manaitiu finished in 15th place. So Riku moving forward as well. Valon Janssen, Enzo Juli 17th. Joseph Brienza 18th. Then was Uzan. Alex Kobe moved forward 13 places rather to finish 20th. Then it was Tyler Maxson, Alessio Fagione, Senna Eckers, Alexander Hartwig, Cesar Christiansen. And then we had Lois Morris, Lancis, Tunon Garcia, Meyer, Rodriguez, Delano Van Hoff 31st. Mega Tunif will be classified 32nd. Lots of work for them to do now. Then we had Reisch and Piquet.